Microsoft is buying Activision Blizzard for $95 per share while the stock is currently trading at $79 a share right now. So that's a $16 difference per share, which on a $79 stock is a 20% upside. So if you were to buy this stock right now at $79 a share, all you would have to do is wait until this merger, this acquisition went through for you to get your 20% profit on this trade. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling anybody to do this. This is just my opinion. It's for education, for funsies, whatever on YouTube. Not a financial advisor. But I noticed this, and I wanted to get this out there and ask my kind of following on here, what do you guys think of this? Why aren't more people jumping into this? I think there are maybe 3 reasons, but they're all really small, minor. I don't think they're big deals why this stock is not at $95 a share right now, right? Because if Microsoft has come out and said, we're going to buy this company for $95 a share, so everybody that's holding this stock when this merger goes through is going to get $95 a share, then why isn't the stock at $95 a share right now, right? It's at $79. So there's 3 things that I want to show you guys in TradingView. I've got the kind of the news articles pulled up over here on the right side, and if you want to get into this stuff in TradingView, it's just this little tab right here all the way over on the right. If you have any stock ticker pulled up, right, ATVI is the stock ticker for Activision Blizzard, and you're looking at their chart and you want to look up the recent news on it, this is the button over here that you want to click on for that. So I've got all the recent news pulled up for Activision Blizzard. And this is probably the most significant one for a reason why this stock is not trading at or close to $95 right now. So Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick, I don't know how to say that name, reportedly faces a lawsuit for rushing Microsoft takeover. So there's some allegations of sexual misconduct at the company, and there is also a lawsuit for potentially rushing the takeover because they're saying he may have been trying to kind of rush it because of the sexual misconduct allegations at his company. So that is a thing. I want to caveat all of that with this little paragraph down here. Market chatter news is derived from conversations with market professionals globally. This information is believed to be from reliable sources, but may include a rumor and speculation. Accuracy is not guaranteed. So basically they're saying they talked to some people that are in the know, and this is what they're saying, but they can't really confirm that this is what's going on. So that is one of the reasons why this stock may not be trading as high as it should right now. The second reason is the whole stock market has been heading down, especially tech stocks, which Activision Blizzard is like a video game company. I guess you kind of call it a tech company. So I would loop them, kind of group them in with some of the stocks that have been getting beaten down. So this chart has actually held up really well during the last few months, while all of the tech stocks have just been getting crushed. And the reason is because there's an offer on the table from Microsoft for $95 a share. So that's going to kind of hold that stock price up pretty high while everything is getting beaten down. But you can see it has been trending slightly lower over the last few months. So, while this stock is going to be grouped into all of these big ETFs with all of these tech companies, and those ETFs get pulled down, it's going to pull Activision Blizzard down slightly with it, right? So those are 2 big reasons. And then the third reason is we don't know how long it's going to take for this acquisition to go through. It could take a little while, like it could take a year before this acquisition actually goes through. So people might not want to just wait that long. You might say, okay, there's 20% upside here if this goes through and when it goes through, but it's going to take a year. I can do other things with my money in that time, right? So those are the 3 reasons why I think these 3 reasons could be holding this stock down. But the big thing that I want to focus on in this video, other than the 20% upside potential, is who is behind it other than Microsoft. We know Microsoft is a massive company, one of the biggest in the world, one of the most successful in the world. You know they're doing their due diligence where they're looking for companies to buy. So that's already a big kind of plus towards this acquisition. But then you also have one of the biggest and best investors in the world putting his money into this company, right? You're talking about Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway boosting their stake in Activision Blizzard to 9.5%. That is massive. That means they own 9.5% of the company, of the entire company. And this is coming from Warren Buffett, who is extremely picky with the investments that he gets into. I made a video about their annual shareholder letter. I think it was a couple months ago now, and I didn't get into this part of it too much. I talked more about some of the numbers at the top, but something he said in his letter, and he's been saying this publicly for actually like a couple of years now, I believe, is that they have a ton of money that they want to buy companies with, they want to invest with. They just don't see any great investments out there right now. And I think what he's getting at is all the valuations on the companies these days are just so high, or they were high prior to a couple of months ago when the stock market has been coming down. And I just highlighted this part in the letter that really speaks to that. He actually mentions it a couple of times in this letter. This is just one of them. But he says, our second choice is to buy non-controlling part interests in the many good or great businesses that are publicly traded. From time to time, such possibilities are both numerous and blatantly attractive. Today, though, we find little that excites us. He's basically saying there's no companies out there that we want to buy right now, that we want to invest in. So we're just sitting on a pile of cash ready to go until we find a company that we really love. Well, when you have statements like that from one of the best investors in the world with a ton of cash, and then you see him come out and buy 9.5% of Activision Blizzard, that sends a huge message, right? I mean, and this is also coming from an older investor who is not big into tech as much. He does have a massive stake in Apple, but that's one of his few tech investments. So he's really, kind of pushing his boundaries here when he gets into Activision Blizzard. So you got to you have to assume that he sees something that he loves there. And Activision Blizzard is a profitable company. They have a ton of great games that they make, right? World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, and the Call of Duty series of games are probably their headliners, but they have a ton of other ones, and they make a ton of money. They're very profitable. So Warren Buffett sees a lot there that he likes, and he is behind this company. He is invested heavily in this company now. So there's a lot going on for Activision Blizzard and Microsoft here. And I just kind of want to bring it back to my original point in that there's 20% upside in this trade. And I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Is there too much risk here? Is that why the stock is currently trading at $79? Personally, I don't think so. I don't think those three things that I listed as potential risks or reasons why the stock has been lower than it should, I don't think they're that big of a deal. So I see a really good opportunity here, a very high, I guess, potential to hit that 20% reward on your investment here. Now, it could take a little while. You have to be comfortable with just kind of setting this money into this investment and just letting it sit until that acquisition goes through. But as long as that acquisition goes through, it's a guaranteed 20% return on your investment, right? So, that sounds pretty great to me. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just kind of an opinion thing. I'm just trying to get my thoughts out there. I think that this looks really good, but this is just my personal opinion. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. See ya.